And we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mufasa's Daily Book Reading at Noon. My name is Mpho Mokoena, and I am your reader for today. If you've missed any of our previous readings of the book that we're currently reading in any other books, you will find all of those on our YouTube channel. The link to our YouTube channel is in today's description. I'm going to be reading the frequently asked questions found in this book, and I hope you've been having an absolutely amazing week, and we're jumping straight into a wonderful weekend. For any coaching inquiries, you'll find our email in the description of the link as well, description of today's video as well. And we are still reading from Stephen R. Covey's The 8 Habits. So those are where the questions are coming from. And yeah, let me jump straight into it then. Question 8 is where we're going to start off today. And it reads, how does all of this apply in a bad economy, or let's say in a good economy but a declining industry? Really good questions, right? Okay, so this is the answer. It applies all the more simply because the greatest resource is the creative capacity of people who come up with the third alternative solutions in bad times. However, the natural tendency is for people to go back to the command and control transactional industrial model, which is not suitable in the long run. In a short run crisis situation where the culture has a common purpose of survival, the authoritarian approach may turn the corner. And as Eisenhower once put it, you don't speak democracy to the man in a foxhole, but eventually you need deep involvement of everyone to make significant changes suitable. This takes trusted morale authority leadership. Now, in our previous readings, you will find in-depth readings and understandings and gems on the topics of the third alternative solutions and authoritarian approaches. That's the one we just did, it's the previous one. And then also trusted moral authority type of leadership. Question 9. How do the 7 habits tie into the 4 roles of leadership? We've invested significant amounts of time and money in 7 habit training. This is Stephen Covey's answer. Remember, the 7 habits are based on principles. The 7 habits are character principles that shape who and what we are. The 4 roles are what you do to exert leadership influence in an organization. When you put the 7 habits in the context of the 4 roles, they are modeling role. This makes the 7 habits strategic because they are the modeling you do while doing the other 3 roles. The principles underlying the 7 habits are like a deep well or a deep well that feeds all other subsurface wells, such as team building, empowerment, innovation, etc. And let's read the last question, question 10. Yeah, we're still good on time. Corporate scandals frequently make all business guilty by association. This brings into sharp focus the topic of character. How do you develop personal and cultural character? How do you avoid these kinds of problems? This is Stephen's answer. I had the opportunity of working on the aftermath of the 3 Miles Island situation, the Rodney King riots, and I basically found that all these disasters were acute manifestations of deep cultural phenomenon. The tip of the iceberg of people doing wrong things, closing up, shredding stuff, ignoring bad things, getting caught, then having the media to broadcast it. I think it's a valuable lesson for all organizations. Revisit what matters most to you, your vision and your value systems. Re-examine all your procedures and practices, structures and systems to see if they have institutionalized those visions and values. Feedback should reflect the most honest of advisors, suppliers, customers, and the entire value chain. You cannot talk yourself out of problems you have behaved your way into. Oh, that's powerful. You cannot talk yourself out of problems you have behaved your way into. Eventually, the hens will come home to roost. Loyalty must not be a higher value than integrity. In fact, integrity is loyalty. You want your doctor to tell you the truth even if you don't want to hear it. You want the doctor to be true to his or her profession at the highest form of being true to you. So, also with your organization, see yourself as a professional whose highest loyalty is to moral and professional principles, not to your institution. This is the clearest way of being loyal to your institution. The best way I know of how to develop character in an organization is not to put it on some checklist where people judge others, but rather to hold people responsible for results measured by a balanced scoreboard. That requires a higher level of character development. This way, you're not judging someone's character, you're only giving them responsibility that requires character growth. That's also really beautiful. This way, you're not judging someone's character, you're only giving them responsibility that requires character growth. And that is a good place to end today's reading. I really hope that you've enjoyed it. And you will take, and that you, I want to read this part again, and that you will behave your way into really amazing experiences this weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will see you on Monday. Goodbye.